Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do another look with the Urban Decay, sorry, I'll get my words out, Smoked palette. And I'm going to use the green in this one because I've got the shades of green on. And I'm going to use either one of these Tarte palettes for the crease colours. First of all, I'm going to I've started putting my makeup on. I've got my face makeup on, and I've got my eyeshadow base. You know, the what have I got on? The Dainty Doll eyeshadow primer on, and then I've patted it down with what is this? Wet n Wild's Brulee. My eyebrows are by It Cosmetics, the Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil. I used Tarte's, what to call it, Shape Tape, should know by now, underneath my eyes, powdered down with Essence All About Matte powder. I have contoured with the colour from the Rimmel Kate selection. Use that contour. Blusher is a mixture between the Max and More colour, which is called just brown, and then I found that was a little bit too brown because it blended in with my contour a little bit too much. I used Colour Trend, and it's called Cheeky. I wanted to call it Cheek there, and then put the E on the ends, so it's a bit more of a orangey, and it has a bit of a sparkle going, well, sparkle but a sheen. So, and then I highlighted with the shade out of this palette. So I'm just going to put a lip balm on. Can't get it undone. Don't give you very much to open at the bottom. There we go. Try and put that on there. Get that do its magic before we start, by the time we get to the end. And I've also got on, as an extra base for the shadow, is from MAC, and it's called Indian Wood. I will zoom you in a fraction, there we go. And I'm going to start with the contour. Don't know which one I want to use. That's the toasted one I'm looking at there. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the both of them. This one's the In Bloom palette. So I'm going to mix these lighter ones here with some of these more warmer tones. Those are a bit more on the cool side. These are the warmer tones. I do prefer the warmer tones. So actually I might actually use the warmer tones rather than the cool ones. So just using a brush, it's just a cheap brush. It was a set that Chocky Kaz sent me. And this is an amazing, amazing crease brush. I tend to pick this up every time I do my crease, as long as it's clean. And if it's not clean, I'm kicking myself. So that's just a mixture between this one here and that one there. So I dabbed into both of those using this. I've got a mirror down here, but I'm going to use this mirror I have in my hand on the palette, because I still haven't got my lights fixed. All I've got is a bulb. I don't think it was a daylight bulb. It was a daylight bulb, but I think that's disappeared by somebody's snuck it off, I think. So it's just an ordinary bulb up there. So that's the only light I've got, and the main light above my head. So we haven't got a lot of light, and the daylight obviously, but I'm a bit away from the window here. Bit away from the window. I've got the window open today. It's lovely. Birds are cheeping. I don't know if you can hear them. I'll shut up for a minute. And now they've stopped. I've put my bird feeders back out. I had to take them in because we had a nasty creature. One of those horrible things that look like squirrels, but they have a bare tail. You know, the ratty kind. Oh, I hate rats. Absolutely hate them. And I looked out the window one day and I thought, oh, there's a squirrel attacking my bird feeder. And then I sort of looked again, because I looked quickly and then looked away. And I thought, hang on a minute, that doesn't look right. And I looked back and I thought, it's a frigging rat. And I didn't say frigging, I said something else. And I opened the window and scared it off and put some poison down, because we've had them underneath the shed. We have a couple of sheds in the garden near to the house, and we've had them under there before, because we live on the garden backs onto, like they call it, the plantation, and it's just miles and miles of trees and grassland, and they come in the winter to find somewhere warm to live. And if there's food out, obviously they congregate where it's warm, and obviously under my shed. So I've not put all my feeders out. I've just put some of them out, and just trying to keep an eye. But thing is, the birds haven't got used to the feeders being back out yet, so I haven't got many birds at the moment. Because they soon, forget where the food is, and they've got to get used to it being here again. Just going to blend that out. I put that in the crease and a little bit above, sorry, talking about rat. And I've got to keep an eye out to make sure there's none of those creatures, none of those horrible creatures coming up. If there is, I shall have to take the bird feeders in and put some more rat poison down. I know the creatures and they have to live, but not in my garden, please. I hate the damn things. The disgusting creatures. Disgusting creatures. Right. Put a little bit more in there. I want to take it up a little bit more. I think when I did the blue look with that palette, I think I blocked you out quite a bit with the palette, and I do apologise. I think it was that one. I am sorry for doing that. It's a terrible thing when you've got short-sightedness. Is it short-sighted when you can't? Oh, I don't know. But I've got both now, short and long-sightedness. Right, I'm going to get a flat brush, like so. Just flat on the end. And I'm going to dip into this green, and I'm going to put it on the outer part of my eye. Oh, that is really pretty. Really lovely. And I'm going to put it I'm not going to put it all the way in, I'm just going to put it nearly all the way in. And I'm going to put it a little bit into the crease. Like that. That is so pretty. But yeah, when you can't see without your glasses, you have to have a mirror, in front of your face. And oh, it's annoying. And then with my light light's not being too good, I have to go with this, and I sometimes get it in the blooming way. So I'm really sorry. So I'm really sorry if I've blocked out some of my makeup application. You know, I'm really sorry. So, what's everybody been doing? What has everyone been doing? I haven't been doing anything interesting. My son's been to the dentist a few times. He knocked his tooth out, one of his front teeth out, and he dearly wants to have it put on one of these posts and put into his jaw, but it's so expensive. I mean, it costs thousands, and they don't do it because he's not working at the minute. They just do not do it on the NHS. They don't do that. You would have to pay. So he's got one of these plates in that you put in. I mean, he doesn't mind it. I can't stand them. They make me gag every time I see him. I mean, I've got a thing against false teeth. But he doesn't mind it. He's getting on really well with it. But he's on the original. He's on his original plate. And now it's not the tooth, because the gum has settled down now. Oh, sorry. Gum has settled down. The tooth isn't fitting properly up to his gum. Up his gum. So he's got to have a new plate made and a new tooth done. We're looking for a smaller fluffy brush. Sorry, I've got to... Pardon me. That's very rude. So we've got to go for, I think it's 4 or 5 appointments to get it sorted out. He's had to... First appointment, he had impressions done. Well, he had to have his teeth cleaned a little bit. And then he had the impressions taken of the shape of his mouth and how his gums are sitting and how his tooth, where his tooth needs to be. So we've had a couple of appointments there, and then we've got another appointment, I think it's next week, to match up the colour of the... I need to go into this palette and put the crease colour back in because I've lost some. To pick the colour of the shade of the tooth. To get that right. Again. Why they don't keep a record? They must keep a record, surely, of the colour. But no, they don't. I asked them, and no, they don't. So we've got to go through that again to match up to the other side of the tooth to match that in. So get that matched up. And so just rubbing my brush off onto my kitchen towel that I've got there. Just blending. Make sure you blend well. I want to put a little bit more green back in there. So we've been doing that. It's really all we've been doing, really. I don't think I told you that we'd had a bit of hassle with one of the neighbours down the road, a couple of doors down the road from us. They have a dog in the garden. I don't know if you've heard it in some of my videos. they keep it out in the garden night and day, whatever weather, it doesn't matter. And the poor thing barks and barks and barks. And Robert, and the bloke's a psycho. And I was so angry with Robert. He just said to his father-in-law, you know, quite politely, could you possibly, you know, try and keep the dog quiet? Because it's keeping us awake, you know, and it's disturbing during the day and that, you know. He's quite polite about it. And then the next morning, I wakes up and I've got one of these paving bricks through my back window of my car, because my car sits on the driveway. It only just goes on, nose first. And it was a bit of a coincidence. I mean, we can't prove it was him, but it was such a coincidence that it was done, and he'd had words with this fella. Well, not the fella, his father, the day before. And there's also half of one of these paving bricks being bounced off my front window. It didn't break, but it did mark the window. And I've been really stressed, so stressed about it. So that's been, I don't think I told you, that's been on my mind. So I've been really, about it. So I'm looking for a colour to put on my brow bone. I'm going to use, this colour that I'm using, the green that I'm called, is called Evidence. And I'm going to use this one here for my brow bone, which is called Freestyle. But the stupid man, we found out, well, we always knew he was bad boy. He's been in prison. He had a tag on not so long ago. And we found out he's in prison. He got 3.5 years for taking a forklift to one of these cash points. And they got this cash point. It's in Scotland where they went to, not round where we live. And they got the cash point out, got it in the back of the car, but couldn't get the door back of the car shut, and went off down the road because the police was chasing them, and it fell out, and obviously him and his mates got caught, obviously, and he got 3.5 years. So he's not around. I mean, if you put your head out, and the thing is, his so-called wife's still living here, and she's not the nicest of people. If you put your head out of the front door to have a look, see what's going on, and she's out there, and you actually catch her eye or look in her direction, she'll give you what the are you looking at, sort of thing. And you're not even sort of looking at her. And so unfortunately she's still here. I mean, I've been in touch with the police. What do they call them? They help you out with stress and stuff when things like this happen. And I've been dealing with that. So I've got a webcam up at my front door. I've got alarms on my doors and God knows what, because I'm just so scared that he'd do something stupid, which he would have done when he did do something stupid. But like I say, we can't prove that it was him. Now I'm going to find something for the corner. So now I'm feeling a lot better, but knowing that he got 3.5 years, but he'll be out in, I would say, probably less than 2. So I've got that to look forward to, that he's coming out. And she's still living here. I mean, to have the gall, absolute gall, to still live here. I mean, I would have packed up and gone. I really would packed up and gone if it was me. I wouldn't never have dared living with somebody like that. I would never have dared show my face out the door. But there you go. So I've got a little bit of feel like I've got a little bit of relief from that, I'm going to put a little bit darker in there, I think. The first colour I put down was Candle. There, that's out of this, what is it, Toasted palette. Is it Toasted? Yeah. And then I've just gone over it a little bit with Sunset. But, yeah, so things have not been that good. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know if to use brown. I'm going to use brown eyeliner. Alright, I'm still using this e.l.f. one. And what's it called? Coffee. I keep saying I'm going to give you an update on how I feel about it. I mean, I've used quite a bit. Used quite a lot of it. I just keep saying I'm going to give you an update. I never actually get it done. But I'll have to get it done for you. I'm not going to say anything because it will spoil my review of it. I'm not going to say anything. I didn't say that properly, did I? Didn't say that properly, but I'm not going to say about it because it will spoil my review about it. A little bit underneath, just a little bit. Join the corner up there. Actually, I think it looks better than black, actually. Oh, no. Didn't want that on there, did I? I'll get it off in a minute. I will wipe that off in a moment. Certainly didn't want that there. Slightly damp wet wipe I had from earlier. I need to clean finger and pop back the highlight that I had on my nose, just a little. There we go. I was going to try and keep this video shorter, but I've been chattering away, so I've got no idea how long it is. Right, I'm going to curl my lashes. Right, I'm going to use a brown. Just going to set that. Just going to set that liner. Right, now I'm going to use the Essence Lash Volume Mascara. This is a new one. I need to change my mascaras as well because they were all bought at the same time, which is a bit unfortunate. I tried to stagger them so I'm not buying them all at once. It's seen that Christmas came, and last year Christmas came and they were all worn out, and I had to buy them all at the same time. So I bought this one a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to replace one of my mascaras in another couple of weeks and get them staggered again. Get them staggered again, so that, you know, I don't have to get them all in one go, because it's not cheap. I'm on really a no-buy makeup at the minute, except for essentials like these. I mean, I only try and keep my mascaras like 3 months, 3.5 months at the... Oh, this is the Rimmel Wonderful Lash Mascara with the argan oil. Yeah, I only keep them like I like to keep them 3 months at the longest, but 3.5 months I will stretch it to. You know, it's I don't like to think, you know, you're getting bacteria, you know, into your mascaras, because you can't sterilise mascara, obviously, because I do sterilise my makeup with a spray, yeah, my shadows and stuff and whatever else. But you can't do that with mascara, obviously. Right, and that's not waterproof, but I do like to wear a waterproof mascara, so over the top of that I put Max Factor's 2000 calorie mascara in waterproof. These two work really, really well together. They do a waterproof mascara in this, but I'm not keen on it. So I like to use these two together. Like to use these two together. I'm missing my words out. There we go. You can see they're not performing. The mascaras aren't performing that well, so I do apologise for how my mascara looks. Right, the shadow I set the liner with is out of the Toasted palette, and it's called Cozy. It's this one here. So I'm going to do the same to the under eye as well. And then I am going to take the light glittery colour from the Toasted palette, the one that's called Candle, and go on the inner part of my eye and join up underneath. And then I am going to take my powder brush just in case there's any fallout. I don't think there is very much. And just dust underneath my eye. Like that. I'm not sure if it's not the best look I've done. The lipstick, I'm going to drop the camera down a little bit so you can see. Lipstick and the lip liner. The lip liner is Rimmel Exaggerate full colour lip liner, and it's called Epic. And I'm just going to blot this off my lips. So, and the lipstick I'm going to use is number 7, and it's called Caramel Silk. And that is one of those wind up, and that's what that looks like. So I'm going to outline and fill in. I watched a couple of videos of older women saying that they felt that their lips were disappearing into their face colour. And I watched a couple and I thought, I haven't noticed, I haven't really looked at mine. And I thought, after I watched 2, I thought, I'm going to have a look. So I got my mirror, took it to the window, and I thought, whoa, I'm one of the lucky ones. My lip isn't disappearing into my face colour. And I thought, wow, because these women, what caught my eye about them were that they felt that they had no definition between this colour on the lips and the facial colour. And they were having lip tattoos done. You know, because they've still got a little bit of colour on the inside, but they'd lost all this colour on the outside. And that's what caught me to watch the videos in the first place, because of the lip tattoos. And I thought, well, why? And I thought, well, maybe it saves you putting lipstick on. But they were having natural colours put on, and to make it look like their natural lip colour that was before. And I thought, wonder if mine's gone, because I really hadn't noticed, you know. And I looked and I thought, wow, no, mine hasn't. So I thought, oh, I'm lucky. Well, I was quite intrigued, but it looked really painful when they were having it. Well, not so much when they were having it done, but the after, when they were the after time, the healing time. It looked really painful. I mean, their lips were out, so swollen and so bruised, especially the bottom lip was so bruised, and it had like little lumps on it, you know, where the bruise had come up. And I thought, wow, I don't think I'd go through that. And I thought, wow, I hope mine stay like this, you know. So I got itchy nose. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And I thought, wow, gosh. But when they were healing, because you're not allowed to pick the scabs off, because I don't know if anybody that knows they've had a tattoo, you can't pick the scabs, but they were coming off in great big lumps of skin, and they had to put like this lip balm on them, and they were saying that one lady had got appointments made for the weeks that her lips were healing, and when she saw how bad a mouth looked, because it looked dreadful, she said she had to cancel all of her appointments because she really didn't want to go out with her face, you know, lips looking like that. And so she cancelled all her appointments until her lips had got better. So yeah, it did look really bad. But they looked good afterwards. I don't know, they said that they should last about roughly about 18 months or so, but I thought, oh, crumbs. It's like your lips shed skin, don't they? Quite a bit. Well, mine do, especially my bottom lip. Right, I'll put the lipstick on. Yeah, I was just I just got my phone and I was just I put on YouTube and I was just scrolling through to see what was on, and I just came across these and I thought, wow, what some women go through. I mean, I couldn't do it. Right, there you go. Gosh, I'm looking, I think I put too much concealer on. I'm looking quite baggy. Didn't sleep very well last night. I had a bad night's sleep, so my eyes are looking a little bit saggy. So yeah, there we go. What do you think? Zoom you, lift you up and zoom you out. Zoom you out. Whoops, wrong way in. Don't want to look at that way. Gosh, no way. There you go. What do you think of that look? The green's pretty. I'm not sure if I've got enough little bit. No, I think I have enough blush on. It feels a little bit pale. Grab a brush and just dab a little bit, just a little bit more over my cheeks. Oh, that looks a bit better, I think. Just added a little bit more colour to my cheeks. So let me know what you think of the look. I like the green. I'm quite happy with that. I like the lipstick. I haven't worn this one very much. Yeah, so please leave me comments down below and tell me what you think of this look. And please, oh, don't look at my bags. They look awful. They're really saggy. So yeah, I will see you in another video. You'll see me with this same makeup on, because I'm going to do my empties. It's going to be February, March empties, because I didn't get around to doing them in February because things were, so there you go. I'll see you again soon. So bye bye for now.